Anong advice ko kung 4th year working abroad but first 2 years paying yung loan? Didn't save and 3rd year made wrong decisions sa finance, and in my 4th year, ipon investment goal to save at least 15 to 20% po. I think you're doing well kasi number 1, you were able to hopefully pay off all your loans by the 2nd year. Ngayon, yung wrong decisions mo, wrong financial decisions mo on the 3rd year, that's okay. You can go past that. We all make those kinds of mistakes. Ang dami ko ring mga investment mistakes na nagawa in the past, no, mga wrong decisions. So take those lessons to move forward and to avoid the same mistakes going forward. Ngayon, 4th year, sabi mo nakapag-ipon ka na, may mga investment goals ka na. So that's great. Save at least 15 to 20%. That's actually a good amount. Yung investment strategy mo will really depend on your financial goals. So ano ba yung pinag-iipunan mo? Karamihan ng mga OFWs na ang pinag-iipunan talaga nila is yung fund para makapag for good, no, makabalik, which means they try to invest on real estate as a source of income or study entrepreneurship and invest sa isang franchise business para yun yung papalit ng income nila, may negosyo sila. Or kung talagang meron silang entrepreneurial spirit, entrepreneurial skills, magtayo ng sarili negosyo. Okay? So, ang kailangan mo kasi talagang isipin if you want to come back home is ano yung papalit doon sa sweldo mo. So, rental property or a business, yan yung mga initial na considerations. Some people were able to save enough to live off dividends from dividend-paying stocks and REITs. May kilala ko. Although hindi naman talaga for good, but nag-resign siya sa trabaho niya sa Manila at uwi siya sa probinsya kung saan mas mababa ang cost of living because sobrang laki nung na-invest niya sa time deposits at saka mga dividend-paying stocks and even Pag-ibig MP2 na yung yearly dividends na nakukuha niya, enough na para sa cost of living niya sa probinsya. At sa probinsya, doon na lang siya naghanap ng super chill na trabaho. Ano yun? Nag-shift siya ng field, less stressful, more time for himself, simpleng trabaho lang, office desk job na hindi masyadong pressured. Kasi yung ideal na cost of living niya, kuha na dun sa dividends ng mga investment niya. So again, di ba, personal finance is personal. Depende talaga sa strategy mo. But for OFWs, it's really real estate rentals or a business ang kailangan mong strategize para makauwi. Which is dun pupunta yung 15 to 20% na nasisave mo at nai-invest mo every month. So the lessons, it's all part of it. Lahat tayo nagkamali sa pag-i-invest. Take the lesson, move forward. Kasi as long as we are able to work, kaya natin kumita ng pera at kaya nating mag-ipon at mag-invest ulit. Yun yung beauty of being productive and learning how to really save. Kasi yung mga kilala ko na bigla lang nabigyan ng pera, may pinamanahan, talaga sila yung takot na takot gumastos kasi pag naubos yun, hindi na nila alam kung paano ulit sila makakakuha ng ganong kalaking pera. Pero ikaw, kung naipon mo yung malaking pera mo sa pagtatrabaho, sa pagsisave, pagtitipid, kahit na maubos yun dahil sa isang maling investment decision, mas madali mag-move on kasi pwede mo sabihin sa sarili mo, ay, kaya kong ipunin ulit yon, kaya kong pagtrabahuan ulit yon. Okay? So, that's it.